I'm speaking with the lovely Terry Pheto, best known for her lead role in the Oscar-winning film Tsotsi. She yet again gives a powerful performance in the United Kingdom. Terry, can you tell me what attracted you to the role?
I would say it was the whole story. It was, this beautiful story that has never been told before, and for me, I just wanted to be part of that. I thought it's such a beautiful, inspiring, and important film, and my character specifically, how she becomes the pillar of strength and support to Ruth's character when things are not working out, when the whole, everyone is fighting their relationship with Seretse. And it's just attracted by the fact that she is such a strong, family oriented, very supportive and protective as well over her family.
Were you aware of the history of Botswana and the amazing love story before you chose to star in the movie?
I mean, I've obviously knew a bit about President Khama's family, his parents, but I had no idea. I didn't know about this beautiful love story. I knew about the relationship and the marriage, but not this love story, and how they met and the challenges that they faced, not only with their families, with both families, Botswana and the UK, the government, Botswana and UK and South African government. So for me, the story was new, and that's why it was so exciting and appealing to me.
Being a film that is fundamentally a drama about unfair politics, love, racism, has the film changed your views on anything specifically? What does the movie left you with?
I would say it left me with, it left me inspired, and to know that one can always choose love as the source of strength and as a weapon to fight whatever challenges or obstacles that we face, that love does conquer. And to see a man in love or any woman in love, nothing is impossible. They can achieve everything if they're loved. It's a human story more than anything. Mm-hmm. It's a story that everyone can relate to. Yes, it does touch on issues that, it's unfortunate even 50 years later we're still discussing some racial issues, but it's a story that will affect everyone who watches it.
I was outraged at certain scenes, especially the scenes where they highlighted the evident discrimination and the blatant lies and the political plotting, which that seems to play a huge role in society today. So what were your feelings like, at that moment in those various scenes?
I mean, watching the film as a South African and also realizing how, what role apartheid played and how, a lot has changed, but not much, has changed, and how certain things are still, forbidden. Mm-hmm. It's those scenes where you realize, where that's a shame that actually South Africa or apartheid was the true villain in the story, because everyone else was acting. Most of the people that were acting with the UK government were just trying to keep good relations with South Africa. So apartheid was a true villain in this story, and it shows, as a South African, it affected us one way, but we didn't realize that even our neighboring countries were also affected by this monster.
Okay, so we all know that Naledi Khama died this year at 90 years old. Were you able to meet her before passing?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet with her because she was very sick when we were filming there this time last year, and it didn't feel right for me to force myself. Mm-hmm. But I spent time with the family, and I had the support that I needed to find, the truth about the character in preparation for my role. So it was really sad. I was hoping that, she will still be around to see the film, but, God had other plans.
What I liked about your performance specifically, portraying Naledi, it was powerful and strong. What stood out to me was her initial resistance and then a full embrace of Ruth and her brother's relationship. Mm-hmm. Did anything inspire your performance for this specific scene?
Yeah, I know. I had this long discussion with Amma, and it's, the story is obviously about these two people, and you don't really get to see, get to know the people of Botswana, and I felt like Naledi was there representing all the women of Botswana. I mean, she was very present, even when she was quiet, very present and very strong, and knew who she was, and but also very mindful of the reality of the time, of the racial separation, and all those things. And even though she, would act as she was expected to, she was never honestly broken by what was happening. And for me, I find characters like that really attractive.
What was it like acting with such a talented cast and the director, Ama Asante? I mean, were you happy that it was a female director filming?
I've always wanted to work with Ama Asante. I didn't think it was going to happen so soon. And David and Rosamund, I think they were, amazing, incredible actors of our generation. And to work with all three of them in one film, it's a dream come true. Actually, a dream I didn't think I had at the time. I mean, now that it happened, I realize how fortunate I am to be able to be surrounded by so much greatness and to tell these beautiful stories, story of love and hope, and, a story that will inspire the world. And anyone that, goes to see this film will be talking about it, for a very long time, because it is that part of history that we almost forgot about it. And Ama, being the genius of, flawlessly made this piece that is about love, about politics, about human relations, and about ambition, about, solidarity, and about just, being allowed to be and to love who you choose to love.
Another thing I felt that was quite fascinating and beautiful was the fact that David, the lead character, is married to Jessica, who's the lead canon in the movie. That's quite beautiful. Yes. And not a lot of people know this, but so you can just imagine, and he's also one of the, the producers of film, so you can just imagine how close the story is to home for him. Yes. And I'm sure, he's not the only one that can relate to this forbidden love, even in this day and age that, certain relationships are seen as taboo or not okay or not acceptable. Yes, especially with what's happening in America now with Trump that just won the election.
Oh, Lord.
With white supremacy that's being shown more often now. Yeah, I completely understand. This is such a beautiful movie. It was really lovely speaking with you, and I can't wait for my diva. I know that's up next for you with Lawrence Fishburne, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Me too. Thank you. Lovely chatting to you.